Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more Ball Pit. I lied. We are actually going to watch this run just happen automatically, because why the heck not? I don't know. I'm curious to see how these guys work in concert with each other. I can't imagine it's going to be the most amazing run ever. I think the main problem is it doesn't really know how to specifically exploit this combo between the characters, but who knows? We don't actually have the 5th ball slot, so I gotta finish getting that upgrade. The one thing they do know is probably the best angles to get the most amount of possible hits. I'm noticing that they're very efficient with their shots. I'm just gonna drink some water. This is gonna be extremely informal. Like I said, it's gonna just be a podcast or something to that extent. What are they doing now? I mean, the Curse Ghost? Curse Ghost is kind of good. I don't think it's my favorite. Passes through enemies. Oh, right. It's the one that saps enemies. This is the one I actually don't like. Because, yeah, it saps health from each of them, but only does it once. Which I guess is kind of good if you can kill them all. And so I guess for a run like this, it makes total sense. But I think on my end, I prefer things that are a little bit more repeatable, especially on later levels, where things get a little tricky. It's been really nice playing a series again. I haven't done it in a while. I've been sincerely missing it, purely from the perspective of, like, I used to do Let's Plays. I used to mainline a roguelite for hours on end. I was randomly reminded, as somebody had left a comment on one of my videos, being like, you know, I've been following you since Cavern Kings. And I thought that was very sweet of them to leave a comment like that. And, you know, more or less say, keep up the good work. But it made me look at Cavern Kings. I played that game for 80 hours on camera. And, like, it makes sense. It was kind of my warm-up stream game for a while and some other stuff. And so, like, is he just gonna get hit by the... Nope, never mind. That's actually a good combo. Hemorrhage plus pass-through ghost. 4 stacks of bleed, curses them, poison. We'll have to see how this goes. But, you know, the idea of just putting 80 hours into any single roguelike is kind of wild to me. Okay, these are kind of piss-poor shots. Some of them are good. The problem is, if you're trying to use the hemorrhage ghost, they aren't that hot because it passes through like a handful of enemies and that's it. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, good. It does actually know to recall them. I love the fact that this exists. Like, how many roguelike developers put in a full auto mode? Part of the reason why I wanted to specifically go with this character was because, or this character combo, is because I noticed the Renegade was having serious trouble dodging. That they were kind of wiggling back and forth to avoid projectiles. I think they were trying to do, like, bare minimum hits. I was kind of thinking the active time pause, whatever you want to call this. I was thinking that would give them the opportunity to possibly get some dodges in. Yeah, actually, that's kind of good. Without having to worry about getting wrecked. And I think this is going to work out. I forgot that you get noxious out of Darken Wind. Let's see. So yeah, it's the Renegade that has the wind ball. I think I brought that up earlier and I was baffled. I was like, oh yeah, where do you get wind? It's the one guy I cannot play, amusingly enough. But, like, I don't know how many of you have been following my channel for long, recently stopped watching for a while, came back recently and whatnot. But I used to do, like, a ton of Let's Plays, ton of series. I would mainline roguelikes, I would do all sorts of things. Now I'm kind of lucky if I manage to get a series to work on YouTube. Something with the algorithm has recently put me in a weird and kind of bad position where, you know, my first episode might do extremely well, but if I try and do a second or a third episode, just absolute nothing. Like, just no viewership whatsoever. Kind of sucks, because it's like, I want to be able to play games for more than an hour. And so it was making me feel kind of icky and bad for a long time. Just in terms of... I'm not really playing games to play games anymore. I'm playing games purely as an advertising thing. Not that that's specifically bad. Like, I know that sounds weird and wrong, but, like, the work I do is signal boosting indie developers in a world that is largely given up on, say, syndicated games journalism. Like, when was the last time any of you bought a gaming magazine? Shout out to Debug, they're like one of the only good ones. And even then, I haven't actually bought a Debug magazine in a couple of months, because they have to ship from the UK, and that got a lot more expensive recently around here. I should get the digital versions and just sub to that instead and read them on my iPad. It's much more comfortable for me to read things on there anyway, and then I don't have the magazine sitting around. Yeah, I tried to get their annual edition, but that didn't get enough funding, which sucks, because that would have been cool. I did get a bunch of Lost in Cult stuff, and I guess prolific waste of time. So I guess instead of pure, like, just advertising games journalism, or advertising and review, it's much more like essay content, which I think is just as valid in its own way. But that kind of in the absence of that, YouTubers really have kind of taken over as a replacement. Infotainment, sort of, where, you know, I'm here to both entertain, but then also inform people of, like, cool games that are worth picking up. And there's kind of an authenticity to it, and it's a very reason why I think a lot of people like what I do, is the idea of having somebody that you can watch whose opinion you genuinely trust in regards to, like, games and releases and so on and so forth, and kind of say, like, okay, Wander really likes roguelikes. Oh shit, he's played like 15 episodes of Ball Pit. That probably means it's good. And you know, I do kind of feel bad because there are some really good roguelikes that do deserve that level of attention, and I don't cover them to this extent. I think part of it is I need to commit to doing custom thumbnails for things, because people actually do watch those videos a lot more. The problem is, oh god, custom thumbnails take like hours long to do. So it's like, how much time do I want to spend working on artwork on top of everything else? That was kind of a bum hit, but whatever. You do you, buddy. It is interesting watching this in turn-based mode, just seeing how the mechanics work, the fire rates and everything, and how little I had actually fully processed this stuff up until now. Really? Okay, I have to pause. Pair of effects from Swamp also afflicts status effects from Noxious. It's probably just the poison effect. It would have been really cool if the swamp projectiles had little noxious clouds around them. I actually would really hope that they actually go back and add some of these synergies in. Still, this is working out extremely well for these guys. I don't think I'm going to stick to this as like a thing I'm going to show. I mean, I could. This could actually just be this weird watch these two characters play the game podcast for a couple episodes. I think we'll just do it randomly per run, beginning or end. Do one run with the tactician and the renegade and just have them do their thing, rather than have every single episode be me. It is kind of a shame that I found all of these evolutions, because now at this point, it's, there's no, like, weird surprise of, like, that's a thing. I still cannot believe getting the first passive evolution from the Cogitator. Like, that was such a, I don't want to say, like, stroke of genius, such a special moment of realizing, oh, there are passive fusions. I had no idea they're going to get shot, I think. Never mind. I can't backseat these these guys. They seem completely incapable of making a mistake, which is nice. Like, once again, I was shocked by the fact that these characters exist. How much this game subverts itself with its own options. You know, you have a guy who picks upgrades for you, a guy who plays the game for you, a turn-based mode, a gravity-based pachinko character, and they're all just played straight. They work perfectly. There's no, like, strange issues. You know, some balls work better than others with these combinations, but it's fascinating playing around with it and recognizing that, like, oh, this is just valid. And I think that's neat. I don't know. Anyway, go back to that Let's Play thing I was kind of talking about. Just going back to this feels good to me. Just because I can actually sit and focus on one single game that I can properly enjoy. Oh, he's gonna get slapped, isn't he? Because this guy knows the perfect angle to hit that crown with every shot. You know, when I'm playing real time, I'm just kind of zinging them off. This guy knows the hits. Skeleton Gang's not having a good day. Already, that's wild. Okay, there we go. Huh. Frame perfect dodging, too. That's so good. Like, building a task bot into this is the best thing ever. And I honestly wish more games would do that. Because, yeah, I can just sit back and watch the gameplay itself, have a chill time, not have to worry about stuff. Ass. I almost don't want to upgrade the endurance. Let's see. Let's just go builder. Well, that was a extremely silly run. I don't think I'm going to do another like that. I don't think it's worth it to spend my entire time on these things. I guess to finish the Let's Play thing, some part of me is like a little tempted to make a VOD channel where I can just do like old school Let's Play series. But it would probably be like really old school. Nope. We cannot have more ass scaling. Okay. Which is the one? We still have a blueprint we haven't found. One. Workers gather up to 24 hours of resources. Ooh, we do want to get that. I guess we should probably get a couple of these. Okay. So we can only get one passive slot. This cannot be upgraded any further. I think this is still being upgraded, kind of. Campground. House for the Radical. Oh, Radical. But I should move that up there. I don't think we've finished leveling up the well, have we? Okay, Warriors Guild. Move these around. Because the Juggler is actually better up here. Yeah, the Tactician, nearby stat bonus buildings gain an additional boost. That would actually be extremely good elsewhere. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Because I wanted to build... Oh, no, not that. I really wish you could see the in-progress stuff. And move them around. This one. Bag... Oh, it's the bag maker. That's the one that gives us the balls. Okay, and it's this. But I think the candle maker has upgrades. It's just very expensive, which is arguably the one I want to upgrade the most. That there, not that I can do anything with it. Okay. So do we want to do this again? Hey, buddy. Oh, you can't mix the radical with the cogitator. I kind of figured. All right. So they've done Boneyard. They haven't done Snowy Shores. Good luck, boys. I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to kick back and let the game play itself. Ugh, good stuff. I mean, it makes sense. It's a nice Saturday night. I woke up with a migraine, then recorded a bunch of Ball X Pit and went out for a walk. Came back, had pulled pork sandwiches and fries, and that was a good day. That's a very good day. Yeah, the Let's Play channel, the irony is not lost on me that this started as a Let's Play channel, and on a practical level that making a new channel to do what my channel used to do is stupid. But on the flip side, YouTube's algorithm is not exactly friendly to... it's not exactly wait, did that just start at level 3? Do all balls just start at level 3 now? What? I'm gonna have to mess around with these. I mean, once we've maxed out all of the meta progression except for the infinite ones, this is gonna get stupid. And even, boy, going for the infinite ones and maxing a lot of those out. Like, I really do wonder what the upper level on this is going to be. I can't imagine I'm going to personally get there just because that sounds like it would be... No, they're starting at level 2. Okay, it must have just leveled up the Iron Ball. It's fine. Let's see. What was I going to say? Yeah, the irony of starting a channel to do what my channel used to do. But, like, I'm also considering doing the same thing with tabletop RPGs. I used to have, like, a successful Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. And the last time I tried to do any kind of tabletop RPG content, YouTube was like, yeah, no one wants to watch this. And I'm like, bullshit. But, you know, I haven't played tabletop RPGs in a while. And also, the algorithm, weirdly enough, is dumber than a subscription feed. Like, that is my eternal torment on all of this, is that, like, YouTube legitimately was better for me as a creator back before they turned on all of these algorithms. And I sincerely believe that still would be the case if they just left sub feeds as they were. Both creators and viewers would likely be considerably happier. But alas, who knows? Maybe YouTube will have to roll all these things back at some point, then it won't be a problem. Ooh, are we gonna get a noxious shotgun? We might. Let's see. And so, yeah, it's kind of the question of, like, yeah, how much do I diversify? I did see that YouTube has a new feature called, like, collabs, where you can list other channels on a video that, like, contributed to a video, which I actually think is really nice. And I'm probably going to start using that a lot more. Both, you know, with some of the videos with my friends, but definitely when mixing, when doing, like, tabletop RPG videos or, like, video essay or really any kind of side content on alternate channels, to be like, hey, I have another channel that's going on, and hopefully keep people's attention on both of them rather than just one. Because discoverability is often kind of a tricky part for YouTube, you know, getting people to even realize you have multiple channels. But, Mostly I just want an excuse so I can finally go back and play some old retro games that, like, have been sitting on my shelves for literally forever. I had an idea a long time ago, but I never followed through on it, called the Unmissable Games Club, that, like, I really want to go through with, where I, you know, spend a month, 2 months, 3 months, depends on the length of the game, playing through, just a game that I want to play. Mega Man Legends, Digimon World 1. You might have noticed if you watch my members' videos, I actually have a bunch on Digimon World 1. And then kind of at the end of it, doing either like a blog or a podcast where I talk about my feelings on the game. not exactly a review, mostly just kind of a recommendation thing of like, hey, here's what I really liked about this game. Here's maybe the things I didn't like. And that's about it. And like, it might even just be a basic bullet point thing just to save me on time and effort. Because I don't think I want to go like full Mandy on anything, because that would just be a lot of effort. And maybe it could evolve into something like that if people were like really down for it. It's mostly just I have a finite amount of time and it's tricky to work around that. It's part of the reason why I've been like so happy with Ball Pit lately, because I can just kind of chill, just focus on one game for a very long period of time. And people seem pretty passionate about watching it. I have no idea by the point this video goes out. But, you know, at least at the day I'm recording this, which is what, October 18th? So, like 5-6 days ago? As of when this video releases. And I mean, for people watching members, you probably got to watch this the day I recorded it. And that's actually been a nice thing. I know a lot of YouTubers are shying away from members' videos, but at least on a personal level, I've been really enjoying it. Just having everything pre-recorded and then doled out slowly. I think it doesn't work if you're doing members only videos, because then people get mad at you, but like, that's part of the reason why I've been struggling on this whole like Let's Play channel thing of, well, that could work. You know, gives me a good solution way that I can put up some of these like longer term videos. I don't know if I'd do them members only on the main channel and then upload them on the VOD channel once the series is over, because I think that's what I would do. Do kind of members exclusive while I'm recording the thing, so there's no expectation. What happened there? It seemed like a baby ball got stuck inside the boss and just ripped it to shreds. What are you doing, boy? I was really hoping they do Noxious Shotgun. Freezing a Sandstorm. Okay. I mean, seems to work. Let's see. What was I gonna say in all of this? I don't know. Just the logistics of trying to get all of this to work without burning me out is tough. The weird part is, yeah, I guess I never talked about this. No, I definitely talked about this in some detail, but I was very burnt out. I think I've still been kind of in this burnout state. If you're a creator in 2025, I can't imagine most creators aren't burnt out, at least in some ways. And I've seen a number of my friends discussing this, either publicly or in private, and just kind of hang out and chat about these things. I always feel like that would be an interesting podcast if we're talking about them. I was waiting for this. They set this combo up a while ago and then went with the Freeze Sandstorm instead, which is confusing. So Shotgun Noxious, which should make it so all of the shotgun shot baby balls are also poisonous. I don't think they have the Noxious Aura. I had still a bunch. It'd be interesting to do like a burnout podcast for just tired YouTubers and streamers. It'd be an interesting podcast. I think I'd rather do it as part of like another greater podcast, so it's not just depressing all the time. But I'd love to talk to people about it, maybe on a more public sense. Yeah, for me, like, burnout was always kind of that thing that happened to other people until it hit me, and then I was just like, oh god, how do I even do this? How do you get to the other side? And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about burnout publicly on, like, social media feeds, and how, like, it actually is even, I think it's categorized by, like, some degree of brain damage. Like, it messes with you on a, like, physical and chemical level. Which I didn't know. I thought it was just purely psychological, but no, it's like actually something you have to manually heal from and like give yourself the rest you need. And so that's part of the reason why I'm like taking these opportunities that I can. I've been trying to take it a little easier for the last couple of years. And the problem with that, like taking it easy, is that like I thrive when I'm working hard on something. I do not thrive when I'm idle because I get lost. One of the big struggles is like as a creator is very much just everything I do could be turned into a video in some capacity. I think the turret keeps firing regardless of the time stop. Yeah. And so like I want to play video games for fun, but, oh, I can record it. Well, that makes it tricky. You know, if I can record literally every video game I play and make like a series or a video on it, it's really hard to enjoy playing games on their own, because then you're kind of hyper incentivized to figure out some way to turn each and every one of those into content. And so, like, obviously the easy solution is say, no, never mind, don't do that, just play game for fun. But you can't turn it off. Like, once you've started being a streamer or a YouTuber, unless you go cold turkey on being one, there's like that impetus never goes away. That you will always be this kind of eerie watching this thing advance. Luckily, we only ever have to do each of these levels once, unless they lose. But I think at this point we've given them enough stats that hopefully we will never lose with these two, maybe. But yeah, literally until I quit doing YouTube and quit doing Let's Plays or gaming videos or whatnot, the idea that I could turn anything and everything I do into some kind of video will never go away. And that sounds, I don't know, maybe that sounds bad. For me, it's not that terrible, but it makes it difficult to enjoy my free time, because then it's like, yeah, but I could just be doing, oh my god, they're just ripping this guy to shreds. You know, I could just be recording videos on this, or I could just be any number of things. You know, I could be streaming through this game. I could record this as a series. Maybe I should write a review on this. Maybe I could, like, do some kind of interview thing with the developers. Maybe I could write up a blog post, or maybe even turn this into, like, a small zine of games that I love. You know, there's so many different options, and obviously not nearly enough time to do any of the things. Why are they not shooting the boss? What was that shot? I wonder if it has trouble with the ice walls. Because, yeah, we murked him earlier, and now this guy's just like, I don't know, just miss all the time. What are you doing, sir? What are with these angles? I think it's the fountains. Yeah, see, like, when we actually pile the shots into the boss, the boss melts. He's just eating those shots. What is with this guy? I guess it doesn't matter. They win anyway, but that was strange. I guess we need stone more than anything else. Okay, I'm definitely not doing another one of those, though. Fun as it is to just hang out and relax and do whatever. Let's see. Okay, let's get this well done. Oh wait, the well isn't done. The well needs an upgrade. So we've completed market, spa, and hospital. So the issue is I need to upgrade this thing. Holy shit, that's expensive. Upgrade this. Improve exchange rates. Bonus intelligence. Endurance. Bonus dexterity. This is the one we really want to save for. Oh, because that would upgrade it so the bonus ball always starts at level 3. Do need a lot of stone. Let's just do that. We could spend money to go out on a harvest. Makes me wonder if I could actually do that as a permanent combo. Okay, what have you not done? Well, we haven't taken the shade into the void, and we haven't been to the void today. So, are we going to the void? Who do we send with him? Not the tactician. Let's see. Juggler. I don't know what the heck the juggler does. Flagellant's done that. Shield Bearer has not. Sure. These guys are just kind of an easy, self-explanatory combo. Just go for Shuriken and let her rip. Otherwise, we go egg sack. I don't hate egg sack. Do I want to go with the vampiric sword? Oh, I see it, because it starts at level 2. It's good, but it's an obvious risk. Obvious risk that has now been abated. I mean, obviously it's going to hurt for a little while, but if I can max that cup out, we're in a good spot. Let's see. Do I go bandage roll on top of all of this? Or do I go for broke and see if I can get all the daggers? Going for the daggers is like weirdly tempting. Let's see. So if I max out egg sack, we can get shotgun. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Yeah, weirdly this is working kind of okay. The ever-flowing goblet. I probably should have thought about what I was going to do with this combo exactly. But we seem to be doing fine. Okay, let's go for the evolution. I think I'm just going to go for the Soul Reaver first. Just so I don't have to worry about hurting myself. Let's snag that. We might be able to get the daggers. Maybe. Okay. Curse Ghost. I don't know what that's going to do exactly. Okay, let's do evolution shotgun. Shotgun's just fun. Okay, hourglass, Soul Reaver. There we go. This should be a pretty solid mix. Maybe. Do we get a vamp ball up in this? Yeah, sure. I should go for something that gives me... Well, I was going to say gives me some more healing, but I have healing on kill. Go for vision. Wow, that was lackluster. Still, we seem to be clowning on the void pretty well, which is a mild surprise. I'm actually really liking these black hole pits. I think they're really fun. Ah, didn't get the shotgun. Okay, first boss. Hey, we still do have a dark orb, don't we? I should finish upgrading this ghost orb, though. Nope. I should upgrade the ghost orb. However, we have other priorities. Okay, boss might survive a little longer than I'd like, but it's fine. Reroll. Ghost orb. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here and there. We're good. Oh, Capitolum. Oh, it's the bonus on... Yeah. Curse enemies on hit. There's also Vampire Lord. No, we definitely do Phantom. Trade the Phantom. So we are going to take some damage here, which is not great, but at least we have tons of health. Let's see. I'm not able to use this maybe as well as I'd like to. But that's okay. Alright. Yeah, at least I've got plenty of healing. So the occasional hits really aren't holding me back too hard. I'm just not really able to use my combos as well as I'd like. Okay, so we're going to do Phantom Shotgun. So if we're lucky, what that does is the shotgun now has Pierce. I think it does. Okay, Ice could go Darkness for... this, sure. Also, that is a eerie as hell looking icon for the Vamp Shotgun. Or not the Vamp Shotgun, the Curse Shotgun. It does seem to bounce off of things still. So I don't know the logic on it, but that's okay. Evolution, Vampire Lord. Okay, it's kind of a bad fission there, but that's fine. I don't think we're getting the dagger combo today. I'd like to. Okay, there's another one. Boy, if I can get the dagger mix on everything. Oh, is this the boss? It is the boss. Uh-oh. That's not great. Let's just get an Iron Ball. That's some nice big damage. I think part of the problem is we just don't have enough balls on the field. We fuse them all together. Yeah, this is going not as well as I would have liked. Yeah, let's just go for that. I was really hoping the shotgun would trigger more than it did. I think I need the cell ball and maybe some other things. I know this guy's strategy is to somewhat park himself up next to stuff. And go for the bounces, but I don't think we're getting that. Burn my money to nothing in hopes we find the dagger. No dice. It's only one more dagger, but yeah, what are the odds? I wish this had just a little bit of a weighting system. I think that was my last evolution. I mean, we're doing weirdly well despite the damage we're taking because I have such good healing. But yeah, I think the enemies are just tough enough, and we don't have much for AoEs. The lightning rod seems to actually be working extremely well. Yep, no dice. Alright, Lover's Quiver, which actually is extremely good for me anyway. Because there's going to be a lot of projectiles that I'm going to be hit by, and having them potentially heal me is nice. I think we're going to win this purely by merit of ample healing. Because the one thing I should consider is placing myself in a position where I can bounce a number of these things. Just get this cell ball. Those are not friends. Go for the projectiles have an 80% chance of healing me. This is weird scuffed. I don't know how to feel about it. There's too much going on for me to get the bounce off. Honestly, it seems halfway practical for me to not dodge the projectiles. This is baffling, man. Weirdest run I've ever done. You cannot... I'm the mushroom, you cannot harm me in any meaningful fashion. What is that? There's a meme about this where it's like a person holding a gun to a mushroom, and I do not have the, like... Oh, I don't remember it that well, sadly. I'm just gonna keep going cash. Yeah, strangely, once you get to the boss, the whole thing is very easy. I think I gotta stop doing this combo. It's not actually as good as I think it is, maybe. Either that or I've got to mix it with something. Aha! You think you can shoot me? Oh wait, no. But this is meaningless because I can't shoot back. So I'm mostly just eating projectiles for no good reason. What's that? You think you can harm me with those? Actually, yes, kind of. The shotgun, when it gets up in there, does a ton of damage. It is strange being immortal, not having to worry about the boss at all. Just saying, yeah, it just does its thing. Oh, you know what would have made this build extraordinarily strong? That freaking wheel. That wheel would have solved a lot of problems. Okay, note to self, just use Lover's Quiver on this boss. I wonder, actually... if I actually would be better off just sitting right here for the shotgun specifically. I don't know, hard to say. Let me in, let me in. This is my hole. Oh, it actually looks like I may only have to do 2 more. Well, that'll be nice. That's a dumb run. Just pure tank. Ignore everything else. Okay. Is this done? Yeah, it cannot be upgraded again. Okay, let's expand again. I can move these all down by 1. Means I can put that in there. Alright, there we go. Oh. Yeah, we can upgrade something. So obviously the Workers Guild, but that's expensive. We also have the Capitolum. It might be a smidge on the big side. Over here, put that there. All right. Okay, let's just send them off. We can make some progress on some of these. So we've completed the market and the spa. Sure. Might as well harvest again. Kind of a pitiful amount, to be honest. At least the gold, it kind of pays for itself, just not successive runs of it. Bonus speed. Upgrade further. There's endurance, dexterity, intelligence, speed. I'm going to be kind of slow about getting some of these upgrades. No, we can get them when they're available. Okay, so what is our last one? I haven't done the Rependant. More damage with every bounce. Oh, I forgot I took the Spendthrift in. We haven't taken the Juggler into the end. Sure. Do we want to try it? Oh, they haven't done the Heavenly Gates together either. Let's do Heavenly Gates, just for some variety's sake. Okay, so this is already, I think, a combo. It is not. It is. I think it's this one. So we have lightning. What do we want to pair with it? Ghost is kind of good. Why not finish the thing that gives me a 5th ball? Shoot. I have Earthquake, but I don't... We're going Earthquake. I'm going to try and go for this combo. Let's see. Banish these. No, we don't want Plague. Banish the bull. Looking for fire. I mean, I guess I can go wagon wheel. Such an obvious and solid synergy for this combo. Oh no, we're not looking for fire, we're looking for cell. There it is. Okay. Get cell to maximum. I guess the one thing to consider on this is we might want to find something with like a ton of base damage. Maybe. I guess this will give us a ton of base damage. Okay, Blizzard. Freezes enemies. Oh, Blizzard doesn't actually pierce, does it? I'm actually fine with this. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the dagger. Like, we need a lot of luck early. I'm not feeling super lucky here. Oh, we need to level up Earth. What am I doing? I'm so used to ignoring Earth Ball because I actually don't like a lot of its combos. That sucks. Okay, so don't actually want fire. Or do we? I guess I'm going to go light as my next combo. Because yeah, I was thinking of doing Frostfire, but not on this build. Go through enemies, deal bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. Yeah, let's just go for Ethereal Cloak. I think we might still want to go for the side-to-side daggers. Heck, if we can find the corset, we're going to be in a very interesting and good spot. Might actually be the best expression of the pierce through enemies to the back of the screen build I could go for. Because yeah, this is ripping them. Okay, don't think the axe is going to be any good here. There we go. Yeah, so the reason why I get closer on these runs is mostly to get my what do we want to do here? Really just get this up. To get my balls back as fast as possible. I guess I should be right here. So all of my returning balls pass straight through. Okay, get this up. Perfect. Fusion. Blizzard Overgrowth. Area of effect from Blizzard also inflicts Overgrowth. Cool. That should be a good combo. I think Overgrowth Sun probably would have been better. Oh. I mean, we could do that. Salty run back of the super overgrowth combo. All I'd need is another Earth Orb. We might actually be like most of the way there. Because yeah, what if I just had more overgrowth? What if I stacked as many overgrowth orbs as I possibly could? Obviously, it's not going to do as much damage as the makeshift Sisyphus. I've got to try this again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're getting a decent chunk of freeze, too. Okay, we don't want that yet. I gotta level up before I grab it. Okay, Earth up. Evolution, Overgrowth again. I think Overgrowth is actually one of my favorites. Like, I usually don't go for Earth, but Overgrowth and Sandstorm are the two that I really like out of it. Stay the heck away from that for a moment. Don't want more Earth. That would be foolish. Funny, but foolish. Come on. Fine. I can level up in time here. Yeah, it's a wash. I guess I should have picked up the fusion orb and just accepted it. It's fine. All I need now is fire or lightning or... which is the one that works off of the light bulb? I think fire would be the best. There is also the laser. What about that one? Okay, that's darkness. Then darkness again. Love Struck. No. Well, beans. There it is. So all I need to do is level up once before I kill the boss. Those blue orbs make it doable. Or orbs experience. There it is. Alright. More druid. Yeah, this is working. I know we get the extra 5%. Evolution. Sun. Sun. Not gonna be able to get it. Such a waste. It's fine. We've got at least one more fusion orb that's going to show up. I know we get the extra 5% damage per bounce, but we do kind of want my balls to bounce through enemies. Okay. Oof. You know what? I'm going to grab Lover's Quiver. Now this is dicey because I really needed... Wait, no. We got the level that we needed. Fusion... Overgrowth and Sun. Every effect from Sun also does status effects from Overgrowth. So now everything's just going to be Overgrowthing. I got to try this again with the makeshift Sisyphus, though. Because it's goofy. Maybe not the biggest damage. But yeah, just stack as much Overgrowth as you possibly can. Laugh so hard. Let's see. I know. Dark Orb? No, that's boring. Poison. Yeah, it's not as big damage as I'd hope for. But it's close. Probably get the Mage Wand. We should start just shooting this guy. Get a little too close for comfort. I think part of the problem is the Overgrowth is doing... I actually don't know. I think part of the problem is this guy just has a shit ton of health. There it goes. Holy crap. I do not want to die sometimes. Okay, grab everything. Then it is the bird. Lord of Owls. I've never actually looked at half the boss's names, which I feel kind of bad about. Yeah, this is Merkin, the Lord of Owls. Okay. Let's set some of those up. I think the problem is, yeah, the damage on it is not amazing. There's the corset, a little late. It's fine. Looks like it's still being affected by the overgrowth. I just don't know if it was taking damage from it. But yeah, I think this character with the 5% bonus damage and Pierce would need something that does a ton of damage. Just by default. And a lot of these don't. Like a big crit orb wouldn't be bad. But I don't think I can think of any that, like, really fit that bill. And that's okay. Alright. Still a good build. Still had fun with it. Okay, do we have any upgrades? Because, yeah, that one requires a lot more than I can afford. I definitely really want to save up for that one, but that's pricey. 1,000. Bonus strength. I don't know. Almost got it. Well, here's the thing. Kind of pays for itself. There we go. Completed construction on a lot of these. So... Oh, okay, cool. So I can sell these. Sure. That is something I should seriously invest more into. Okay. But for now, let's go with the fusion reactors. Give more. Upgrade the well. That's good enough. But yeah, what we really should start doing is upgrading every single one of these. Replace all the forests too. Because if I can sell those for oodles of money, that's just as good, if not better, than even going for the gold mines. For now. Alright, well, one way or another, this is a good stopping point, so I will see you all on the next episode. Yeah, let's put them in here. I'll see you all on the next episode of Ball X Pit. Feels like we're getting close to the end. We do actually only have 2 more slots on the moon. So, not a finale, but getting close to whatever end of content there is. We also haven't even touched fast mode. That's another thing. I've done like 1. And I probably should try more. Is there like a higher, faster than fast mode? Let's just try these guys. See if it lets me know. Oh. Statistics. Oh, global. Oh, fastest time. 6 minutes. Cripes. Oh, fast plus 8. That's the harder difficulty levels. I'm going to have to play around with that. For now, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.